on everybody, welcome back to another morning with Proverbs. Hope you're feeling blessed this morning. For those that are new to this is where we share a short 2-minute video sharing from the book of wisdom, otherwise known as the book of Proverbs, written by the wisest king that ever lived, King Solomon, who asked God for one thing. God said to him, "Ask me of anything and I will give it to you." He never asked for more money, fame or power, even though he got it. What he did ask for was more of God's wisdom and more of God's knowledge, because he understood that was more valuable than gold and silver. And that's what it really takes to really be successful, but also how to show other people how to be successful too. So let's really get into this. We're going to be reading from chapter 18, verse 16. And it reads this: "A gift opens the way for the giver and ushers him into the presence of the great." Let's talk about some ways of giving. A husband can give flowers to his wife. A father can give cards to his children to show them how much they're appreciated. A friend can say, "Yo, I got tickets for his friend to the FA Cup semi-finals." A stranger can give of their time to, obviously, an organization where people are in need. A person can give their body parts to somebody who's facing certain death. But here's the one: God gave his son to the world so they maybe have their sins forgiven and have eternal life. But let's really break this down. Before that, he says, God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son. Right? When you start to give, it's an expression of your love. When you give to your wife, it's an expression of your love. When you give to your kids, it's an expression of your love. When you give to your friends, it's an expression of your love, and it makes way to the giver. You can start opening barriers when you give. All right, you can break down barriers of unforgiveness when you give. You can break down barriers of hatred when you give. When you give, it opens the door of possibility. Do you want that today? Just start by giving, right? Also, it says it puts you in the presence of the great. When you start giving and you start loving, it puts you in the presence of God. Because that's what God did. He so loved the world, he gave his one and only son. That blew me away, and that opened up him to come into my life. So when I realized what he gave to me, that's how much he loved me. So I say to you today, if there's someone in your life that you really love, give them something. It doesn't have to be material. Give them your time. Give them your attention. Give them your presence. All right? Give them your emotion. Give them your heart. All right? So go out there and bless somebody today. So as we always say with Jen Hope, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. Go out there and be blessed, but more importantly, go and be a blessing. God bless you and see you soon. Bye-bye.